Most respected, dear family members, my pranams to you. Today, I would like to present a philosophical approach of our life. Philosophical approach means going beyond the luxurious life, going beyond the present way of thinking, and doing little bit carefully about whatever we are doing today. Just think that decades ago, when you were born, and after that, year after year, decades after decades, you and we all grew up. We were enjoying the life, we were eating the food, we were watching the movie, and we were running around in the playground. Our school days, the good memories of the school days, after that the college days, after that we started our professional work. Just think about the past one after the other. You will know that none of those days will come back. The school days will never come back. The college days will never come back. The days you were playing in the ground will never come back. And day by day, day after the days, you will know that yesterday is past. That past will never become present, and this present will never become future. Your mother, your father, your friends, they were all giving you a lot of love without expecting anything back. They were eager to spend time with you. Those days have gone. Those days when you were crying, your mother, your father coming nearer to you and removing your tears have gone. So past remains as past, gone forever without a return. Now you are living in the present. In the past you married, so your wife is with you today. You are getting a better enjoyment than the enjoyment you were getting in the past from your friends, parents, and others who took care of you. From those mental and psychological consolation, relief and happiness, satisfaction you had, after the marriage we are getting the mental and psychological satisfaction with the physical happiness also. And remember, whatever you have not done in the past will remain as undone and not done. You cannot correct the past. You cannot add anything to the past. You cannot delete anything from the past. So past is dead. Whatever you have done in the past, whatever you have not done in the past, it cannot be filled, it cannot be erased, it cannot be modified, it cannot be corrected. And whatever you have told, whether good or bad, those things cannot be further excited or those things cannot be further erased off. Those things also remain there. I always used to say, today whatever you are doing with your exuberant energy, we may be thinking that I can conquer the world. I can challenge my mother, I can challenge my father, I can challenge anybody in the office, and I can challenge any friends because I am strong enough. And remember that this today will become yesterday by tomorrow. That today is gone forever. And day by day, whatever relation you maintained, intensity of the relation will come down. Sweetness of the relation will come down. Its energy will come down. And you know, always whenever you are continuously in contact with something, familiarity breeds to contempt. And slowly the first year of enjoyment in the married life will get diluted. The way of talking, the way of dealing, the way of behavior, and the way of life itself will slowly drift. And the tomorrows and the day after tomorrows will become tomorrow and today and yesterday. And remember that a day will come after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Your beauty of the body, beauty of the face, beauty of the teeth, beauty of the hair, all these will slowly reduce. A young boy becomes a matured boy. A matured boy becomes a youth. A youth becomes middle-aged man. And middle-aged man drifting towards old age. So the most active past will become slowly inactive present, and slowly inactive present will become inactive future. By that time, look to your mother, look to your father. They might have become very old. When you were born, how your mother was, how your father was, that shape and size got changed. So dehi nosmin yada dehe kaumaram yauvanam jara tada dehandara prapti. Dehi, this life force present in our body may remain intact, but the body will change. Balyam, Kaumaram, Yauvanam, Jara. In olden days, you depended upon your mother and father. You hold their hand for walking. You cried, screamed, and you got whatever you wanted to get from your parents when you cried. And they took care of you. They gave you food without your asking. They did everything for you in the past. Even they enjoyed doing everything for you. They took care of you, and you were sleeping with your parents, and they watched that you are not getting up in the night. They wanted to see that you are getting a sound sleep. They wanted to see that when you are getting all the food that you liked. They wanted to see that you are becoming good and great. And they send you to the school through the school bus, waiting in the gate. They eagerly waited for you, for your coming from the school. When you were crying while going to the school, they just removed the tears from your eyes and said that promisingly they will be coming to you for picking up at 4 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. You put all your trust on your parents, knowing pretty well that your parents will follow literally whatever they told you. Those are all past days. Your LKG days and UKG days and lower primary days are all past. Now you are in the present, and you generally all forget everything about what your parents have done for you, and you are living a happy life with enough money and a good wife, and in the course of time few children. You devoted everything for your wife and children, never even bothered to contact your father and mother back home. They were eagerly waiting for the call of their child, and you thought that you are very busy, so you can call your mother, father tomorrow or next day. But your love, your affection, your devotion, your sincerity, your dedication towards your parents got diluted, whereas the love, affection, devotion, dedication of your parents towards you, that have never got diluted. It will remain intact. They always pray for your betterment. They always say, let any pain and any problem come to me. Oh God, never create any problem, any pain for my son or daughter. Let them live a happy life even if I am suffering little bit. So their affection, their dedication, their devotion towards you, even after your marriage, have not got diluted at all. But your affection, your devotion to your parents got deviated to your children and your wife. No way it is bad. It is not wrong also. It is not unusual also. It is right. It is usual. But it is a fact. And remember that day by day, your wife and you may be quarreling. You were in extremely good conditions, and she was doing everything for you in the initial days. You were also forgetting your parents, doing everything for her. Nothing unusual in that. But it is a fact. The way your parents loved you, showed you all the affection, the same way or slightly more than that, you demonstrate your affection, your love towards your children. Much more care you are taking to your children, and they are enjoying with the mobile phone, with all chicken, mutton, beef and other things you are pumping into their stomach, and they are enjoying and they think that when this is life. Our parents, your parents have given you some values and modern knowledge. You have given only modern knowledge for making them doctor, for making them good engineer, chartered accountant, advocate and judge. They will definitely become that. But added to that, you have not given any cement. That cement in the way of value, if would have given, their life would have become strong, durable and beautiful. Like a cement makes the building strong, durable and beautiful. And a day will come, your parents will be searching for you, because in olden days you were walking holding their hands. Now they are on the cot, on the bed, weak, tired, without the energy of a youth. They have got the problem of blood pressure, the problem of diabetics, the problem of joint pain, the problem of memory loss, the problem of taste, the problem connected with their sight and hearing, and at that time they will be thinking the past. When you reach that level, you will also think the past. And the past, when they were nurturing you, taking care of you, loving you, and doing everything, why they are thinking about you, no? When the wife and husband, when your mother and father got old, they have got nothing much to do outside. 24 hours they have to spend in their home. Body has become weak, cannot do much work. They have to lie down, they have to sleep in the bed, days after days. And a day will come, once in a while you may be calling them. And when you call them, they get excited. Your parents will never keep anything against you or your family. They always find love, affection and a good taste of spending some time when you are calling them. They like it and they wait for that. Even if you give something, even if you do not give something, they never want material from you. They want only your presence, your words, your talking, your smiling, and your facial expression of love towards them. Suppose you are not giving that. Suppose you are not interested in spending some time with your mother and father. Suppose you are reluctant to go or call your parents. I would like to tell you one thing. They will be weeping. I know now my son is not with me, he is in Delhi. When he calls me, I used to get an exciting enjoyment. I never thought that this will be an experience that I will be having in the future. In the past, I never thought like this. He is highly affectionate and every day or alternative days he will be calling. And his telephone call itself shows us that he is nearby us. He may be spending 2 rupees or 3 rupees for that, which can be made in the future or in the present. So, my son, our daughter, that feeling get highly intensified when we are becoming old aged. And the wife and husband also, I would like to say, whether it is mother or father or you and your wife or husband, remember that the intensity of the relation will be coming down. The moment intensity comes down, you should realize that it should be maintained strong. If the nature allows your relationship to dwindle down, to weaken, it has also got a purpose. A highly lovable couple, highly affectionate and loving couple, if the relation is maintained in the strongest way by the nature, you will never think about the death, which is a fact, which is a truth, which is the essence. Jatasya hi dhruvor mrityuh dhruvam janmamritasya cha tasmad apariharyarte natvam shochitum arhasi he Arjuna. If you are born, you will have to die. A day will come, you will have to go back. Suppose at that time also your affection with your wife and husband are so strong, then you will weep and weep continuously till the last breath. Nature wants to reduce your attachment. Nature wants to reduce the intensity of the bondage between the wife and husband. So naturally, some issues will be created in your mind and in your wife's mind, or wife's mind and husband's mind. Because the closeness should be reduced. It should be diluted. Why? Because the nature compulsorily reduces your attraction towards sugar by creating diabetics. Nature reduced your attraction towards salt by creating blood pressure. Nature reduced your attraction towards seeing everything by long sight or short sight. Nature could reduce your interest in listening to the music by creating little bit problem for your ears. Nature stopped you from walking by creating knee pain. And nature reduced your beauty by making your hair white and your skin with the wrinkles. Why? Reminding you that a day will come, you will have to go. This is physical change. Mentally, the fighting between the wife and husband, but intentionally try to build that good relation, because your wife would have given you all the food. Suppose she disappeared, one day she passed away, and after that you will not get her back. After that you will not see her back. Like that, if the husband passes away, the wife will never again see him. And like that, to you and to your wife also, I would like to remind, a day will come your mother will go, another day will come your father will also go. After their departure from this world, if you want to serve your mother, impossible. Past is dead. Past cannot be modified, past cannot be corrected, past cannot be accommodated, past cannot be adjusted. Past is past. At that time you will weep thinking about your mother. I did not do her anything. She loved me, I did not reciprocate. She blessed me, I took it casually. She asked me very limited thing, I did not give. The she can be replaced with a he also. Your father one day will close his eyes forever if you have not given him whatever he asked, whatever he expected, whatever he wanted from you. Remember that for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. And that is the Western philosophy. For every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. But what the Indian philosophy tells you, for every action there is an equal and opposite reaction to be experienced by the actor. To be experienced by the actor is Indian contribution. So if you have cheated your father, your son will cheat you. If you have treated very badly with your mother, your children will be treating you with a 10% fixed deposit interest for that. At that time you cannot correct. You will be weeping, you will be crying, you will be fearfully sorrow and repenting about everything. Fearfully repenting, sorrowfully you will be repenting. But remember, past cannot be corrected. Past is gone forever. No past I have told you that will become present. No present I have told you will become future. But one thing is there, every action has got its result. Every action has got its reward. If result is there, reward is there, whether you know it or not. So your deeds, your words, did yesterday, told yesterday, should not create a problem for you today. Whatever you have done, whatever you have told today, should not create a problem for you tomorrow. And you are not permanent here. Your wife is not permanent here. Remember, every day you are watching the news, seeing the newspaper and reading the news. How the family relations get ruptured, even among very young people. And you can see in the newspaper the picture, the photograph of the people who expired. Majority of them are youngsters. Don't think that these are all applicable for others only. These are all applicable for us also. One day our relation may come down, but build it strongly. Whether it is with your father or mother or wife or children, remember that you should not create a problem for rupturing this relation. And a day will come, your mother will be going forever. Your father will also go forever. At that time, if you want to give something to them, you cannot. Unfulfilled will and wish of your parents will definitely haunt you, and you will weep, you will cry. So my request to you, call your mother, call your father, visit them frequently, whatever they ask, give them, and your presence will be most exciting for them. Take guidance from them and take the lessons from their life. Learn maximum from them. Do maximum for them. After their death, remember that you cannot do anything. We are here on the surface of the globe earth for about 27,500 days. We are here only nearly 80 years. A day will come, the last breath, just like the first breath. And every day you and I are breathing about 23,080 times. Every breath is taking you towards graveyard. This is T.S. Eliot's words. Every breath is taking you towards graveyard. Whatever you enjoyed, let your parents also enjoy in your presence. Do the duty dharma of a putra and putri. Putra dharma, putri dharma. If you are giving these messages to your children, then they will follow, provided you have done your duty. Without your doing your duty dharma, if you are advising others, it will not work at all. So do your level best. A day will come, you will also become like your mother, old aged, and like your father, old aged. Never, never, never allow them to go to the old age home. Their people will not take care of. Your parents have taken care of you when you were young. And the younger days, as a small baby, is almost equal to as a very old man. A small baby needs your support. A very old man and woman also needs your support. Take care of your parents. Never dump them in old age home where nobody else will be looking after. Old age homes are meant for moneyed people. If you give more money, you will be looked after in a better way. That is a business relation, not a human relation. And if you are dumping your parents in the old age home, make it sure that you will be dumped in the old age home by your children. At that time you cannot correct that. You cannot guide, advise, motivate your children because you have done the same thing. And never allow them to put in the intensive care unit of hospitals. The doctors want money. Even if your father died or mother died, they want to make maximum out of the dead body also. I am not telling that every doctor is like that, but majority of the doctors, majority of the hospitals are doing the same thing. Whether your father is alive or dead, they want to make money before death and after death of your father and mother. Take care of them in your home. Let they breathe their last in your home and putting their head on your lap. Let them go happily from here. Unnecessarily don't pump, inject medicine on their body. If the life expectancy of your parents almost coming to an end, let them take rest in your home and slowly die in your home. Let the society say anything does not mean anything for you. Spending 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs and 4 lakhs in the hospital, then on the way of returning home, if they expire, you and your wife and your children or your husband and children will curse. Even at the time of death, your father has taken 4 lakhs rupees as the treatment cost. So don't spend much time in the hospital, just to take care of them. Let them be with you. Let them enjoy your company. Let them feel confident and bold that they are in the hands of their children, safe in the hands of their children. So remember once again, past will not become present, present will not become future, and future once become present, that present will become past. Don't do anything wrong, don't do any mistake, and don't spend time by doing negative. My request once again, don't give to your children the flesh, the meat and blood of living animals. The dead bodies you are pumping to the stomach of your children. Don't do it. You let them grow with vegetarian food and live a happy life with vegetarian food in your home. Don't take drinks. A day will come your liver will be out. Don't take bribe. Don't do adharmic work. Do dharma. Do your putra dharma. Do your bhartra dharma. Do your pitra dharma. Do your matra dharma, patni dharma, and live a happy life. Physical enjoyments are temporary. Mental and psychological enjoyments are far longer than the physical enjoyments. With these words, I would like to remind you, protect, save, nurture, look after, take care of your mother and father. The same thing you will be rewarded by your children. My pranams to you. Thank you very much.